there's any bulls on it. I don't know what I spooked up here, but I think it was a deer. Probably that big buck I've had on this trail camera. Three days ago we had him on my trail camera. He would have walked right in right there. This is that 4x4 that I missed, I think. Looks like it. That's a nice buck. It's a really nice buck. 4x4. It's a pretty nice buck. I think it's the one that I missed. I thought it was a 5x5, but it's a 4x4. It looks a lot like him anyways. He's a super nice buck. Just a little wider than his ears, but he's pretty decently tall too, so I'd shoot him if I don't have my tag anymore. Headed into my other trail camera. I've had to go further up the road because somebody parked in my spot. So I had to go further up the road to a pullout. I made it to the pond, but I moved my trail camera. And I can't remember where I moved it to, because the tree that it was on fell over. I don't know how well you can tell, because they were running. There's two wolves there. I think this is the same buck, but here's a 4x4. Not a bad buck. He's decently thick for how small he is, but I'd probably shoot him if I still had my buck license. Here's another buck. This one's that 4x4, and this one's a 3x3. They started fighting right after my video. Right here. That's the 3x3 and that's the 4x4. Here's a video of them fighting a little bit. If it'll start. What the heck? Here's a video of them fighting a little bit. Just a little spar. The whole muley forky decided to come through. I think it might be the same 4x4, maybe a different one. It's kind of hard to tell. But this is the most buck activity I've had on any of my trail cameras. 4x4, he's not bad, he's pretty tall, decently wide. That was pretty cool that I had those bucks sparring on it. Headed out to check this other drill camera. It wasn't very far back in here, so I didn't bring a gun, and I don't think there's gonna be elk back in here. Mostly had it back in here for when I still had my deer tag for some deer, for some bucks, but never seen an elk back in here, so wasn't too worried about it. Buck was scraping the ground and rubbing his gland on that tree. Found the buck I've been after for 3 years now. I missed him this year, 2 days before I shot my buck. So this is him here. Pretty nice buck. That's a video there, and then have a picture of him looking at me here. He's pretty tall. That's him. I thought it was a 5x5, but he's a 4x4. Pretty old buck. I've missed him twice now. Once last year and then again this year. So maybe next year I'll get him. He might not even be here anymore. This was 13 days ago. So almost 2 weeks ago is when he came by, the day after I checked my tray camera. So he might be gone somewhere else. Looks a lot like that buck I had at my other trail camera. So I think it's the same one. Chasing his doe. Pretty sure it's a kid to the one that I just showed you, because they look a lot alike. I've seen him in real life. I actually spooked him 3 times. He would just sit in the hardest spots to see him. You just walk up. He'll be sitting at the top of a steep hill, and you're walking up and you get to the top and he's like 50 feet from you. But he came back again the next day. So 12 days ago, came back again. He's just a toad. That's a big buck, and he was bigger last year. He's going downhill. He has good genetics. Nate Demerly's been trying to get him. Hope he doesn't. Hope he gets a big buck, just not this big buck. This is my buck, Nate. Stay away. Stay away, Nate. Three years I've been hunting in him, and I've missed him twice. Once in bow, and then this year in rifle. I was kind of worried that maybe I hit his brisket and he just ran off and died, because that's what happened last year. We found a dead head where it was just a shot across the brisket. Didn't even puncture the, didn't puncture anything. It might have maybe cracked a bone or something, but it didn't even go through the bone. It just skimmed, and we found it dead. But I'm happy to see that he's healthy. So I thought the last buck was big. This one is just huge. I've never seen a buck this big. It's just crazy. I didn't know they made them that big. Man. Nate, you can shoot that one. I'll let you shoot that one. I'll just be nice. I'll let you shoot him. I found another nice 4x4 is running buddies with that 5x5 that I showed you earlier. They were running buddies, but he broke a brow tine. I think. It looks like it broke anyways, unless he could have just not had one. Pretty sure he had a brow tine last time I saw him. Yeah, it looks like he broke it. That was pretty cool seeing that big buck that I missed when I definitely should not have missed. And good to see that he was healthy and didn't have any wounds. So, yeah, but as long as Nate doesn't shoot him, we're good. It's 3:30 and I'm headed out hunting. I'm probably gonna go up to a spot that I saw that bull, see if he's still around. And then I'm not sure where I'm gonna go if he's not there. But hopefully I get one. I don't know how well you could see that, but that was a little pretty nice 5x5. I spooked. But I spooked something up on this hill.